record here, and let's begin. On behalf of the Pulse team, I want to thank you very much once again for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule. I know many of you have been in this business for quite a while, and so have I. Who would have thought in our lifetime that we would see such incredible changes? Oh my gosh! I mean, just from every single aspect
Oh, yeah.
of our society has been impacted, by COVID-19. Many of you are, facing excruciating layoffs. That's just so hard, to do because many of them, I've worked with you for many years and are friends. Also, you're getting significant, massive number of cancellations from advertisers. The bottom line is your businesses and your community, just like everybody else, there is so much uncertainty, so much fear. And, one of their reactions is to, cancel because they don't realize that there is opportunity for each one of your businesses. And that's why Pulse just 2 weeks ago launched our COVID-19 shopping survey. And the purpose of that survey was to provide you, our friends, with information that is timely, current, usable, with and for your local businesses to help them get some insights into the next 3 months, for their businesses. Pulse is delivering now. The team has been working very, very, very hard, literally night and day, to do whatever we can and anything we can to assist and support you guys. I want to go over in this webinar over the next 15 to 20 minutes the specific things that Pulse is doing, some of our recommendations, and also how you can use your Pulse sales tool to work from home. So let's start out with the Pulse COVID-19 Impact Shopping Survey. Once again, this is a complimentary survey that we're offering to each one of you and to the industry. And just to reiterate, the mission is to provide your team members and your businesses and your community with information about the shopping patterns over the next 3 months. Why? Because everything changed. The whole world changed with COVID-19. So the survey we did back in January, no longer relative, right? I mean, because it has dramatically changed with people at home and all of the uncertainty. Pulse asked the same questions your businesses would ask. They would definitely want to know, from the furniture store to the grocery store, the healthcare store, the jewelry store, a realtor, a car dealer. They want to know what is going to be happening over the next 3 months. And by the way, the COVID-19 shopping survey is not a one-time survey. This will be ongoing. It's just amazing the support we've gotten from clients, corporate groups, and also state press associations. At last count, 14 press associations, are supporting and participating. This will be an ongoing survey. Why? Because the situation is so fluid and unpredictable. So it's not going to be right now taking a look at the shopping patterns, but going forward in time, with our partners constantly reaching out to their audiences and asking, what are your shopping plans? We'll be able to provide you and your businesses with updated information on an ongoing basis. Here's incredible news. In the last 2 weeks, we have completed over 17,500 samples. That is just absolutely incredible. Normally, we get 5,000 samples. Nielsen, CNN, they do roughly 1,200 samples across the USA. We've got 17,500 samples. It's ready right now. But obviously, we need to prioritize, organize, the implementation, the execution, of this information. So we're going to start out with the individual papers that have their own sample. And by the way, this is a free complimentary survey. Never in my lifetime have I seen such incredible, huge, response, from your audience to take the survey. Bend, Oregon, with roughly 15 to 20,000 circulation, they did an email invitation that they sent out, to their readers and their website visits. They got 600 completed samples in just 4 hours. Spokane, Washington, 1,000 in the first day. Lawrenceville, Georgia, a group of papers, around Atlanta, got over 600. If you would like to do your own sample, no problem, let us know. Send Brian Knapp an email, knapp@paper.net. It's totally complimentary. We will give you your own unique URL for responses from your audience, such as /pulsepoll.com/Ben, for instance. So I just want to repeat, if you'd like to get your own sample, absolutely free, and Pulse is offering a $1,000 incentive, to all respondents, a drawing for $1,000 to say thank you for taking the time. So the first release will be with individual papers that have their own sample. The next level of release will be to publications within states that have a statistical valid sample. What do I mean by that? Over 400 samples. Washington has over 3,200 samples. That's a combination of Sound Publishing, Spokane, WNPA promoting the survey, the Columbian, et cetera, and other friends in Washington, over 3,000 samples. Oregon, has, I believe, roughly 1,900 samples. Idaho, Pennsylvania, Florida, Missouri, Georgia. There are 14 states. We appreciate very much the state associations promoting. So publications within the states we have data will be the next release. And by the way, I forgot to mention, we'll be starting the release on an individual paper basis tomorrow, and then over the next week in this order. Individual publications, states, then regional, which is essentially the basis of the Pulse of America, the current data that's in your program that we completed in January. We broke out the country, into 10 regions, Great Lakes, Northeast, Southeast, et cetera. There's unfortunately a couple regions of the country we don't have enough data yet. We're reaching out to additional press associations and publication corporate groups to fill, those holes. So quick summary, it's totally complimentary. It's free. It's a great opportunity to assist and support your local businesses. They, more than any time, want information from you, the local community paper, about the opportunity, the shopping plans for their individual businesses over the next 3 months. In fact, Heidi from EO Media here in Oregon, she shared with me this morning, she was talking to, one of the banks in her community, and the bank said, what a phenomenal service to local businesses. Can we, get that information to help and assist business? Absolutely. This is the opportunity for community newspapers to truly be, the partner and support local businesses. Now I'd like to go on, and by the way, if you have any questions, et cetera, about the survey, knapp@paper.net, or I'd be more than happy to assist, marling@pulseresearch.com. Now I'd like to share with you some recommendations, for the assisting, the follow-up, the, doing whatever you can to help your businesses during this extremely, challenging and unique time. Number one recommendation that I have is friends help friends. What do I mean by that? Many of your ad reps have long-term relationships. Businesses they've worked with for 10, 15, even 20 years. Because of the uncertainty today, now is the time for your ad reps to help your friends, their friends, those relationships that are in place for so many years. Absolutely require that each one of your team members reach out and contact every single one of their existing advertisers, those friends, those relationships, and share with them from the Pulse COVID Shopping Survey the information, the opportunity for their business over the next 3 months. Also, in the COVID-19 survey, we asked newspaper audiences, what do you, the readers, the website visitors of community papers like yours, want and need from your local businesses? Here's what we found out. Look at this. 81% said they'd like information on the services that are being offered. 63%, the general status of the business. Are you open? What are your new hours? Are you offering online services? So back to, how can your ad reps help those businesses, they have relationships with? Share, recommend, help them get the word out for their business. This is, once again, such a time of uncertainty. Share with the community, their hours, online services, new services they're offering, etc. That's what your readers and your website visitors want from your local businesses. Recommendation number 2. If I was an ad director, I would require, once again, that my ad reps contacted each business that either canceled or cut back on their advertising. Show them, with the Pulse COVID shopping information, the potential for their business over the next 3 months. And remember, in the normal, regular Pulse of America survey, the way we've been doing it for 30-some years, we asked about the next 12 months. This is unique. This is actual. This is the next 3 months. I want to share an example here. Let's say a furniture store cancels. Well, they're probably scared to death. Their business is plummeted. They might not even be open right now because of, the closures. In the survey, and we've done a comparative analysis for the shopping pattern today in the current survey over the next 3 months to what it was in January in the Pulse of America survey. Furniture store down 50% roughly. From 20% going to shop at a furniture store, and that's over the next 12 months. 20% over the next 12 months to 10% shopping over the next 3 months. That's meaningful. 3 months. And to an RV dealer, that's particularly compelling, by the way, because you can share with them, that RV dealer, the number of RVs that are going to be bought over the next 3 months, which at $100,000 a piece, that's pretty darn compelling. So back to the furniture store example. Using a paper of 10,000 circulation, easy math, 9.6%, going to shop at a furniture store next spring. That's 960 households versus the 1,700 previously that we're going to shop in the next 12 months. We have also updated, it'll be ready tomorrow, the appended Pulse presentations. You'll notice here it says, plan to shop a furniture store over the next 3 months. 9.6%, 10,000, household circulation, audience, that's 960. That's good news to them, because so many of these businesses think that there's no business out there, limited business out there. This is a ray of hope for them, positive opportunity. Plus, in addition to that, we asked over the next 3 months, what do you plan to purchase? Look at living room furniture. 440 households going to purchase living room furniture. The bottom line is, because of the extreme uncertainty and fear of businesses in your community, this is a unique opportunity to assist and support them. Next, recommendation number 3. I have prepared a list of the 25 businesses that if I was an ad rep or an ad director at one of your publications, these are the businesses I would contact because of the increase in shopping because of COVID over the next 3 months. Neighborhood grocery store, look at that, up 136% in purchasing. Yard equipment store up 77%. Wine store up 61%. Plant, nursery, and garden supply store up 48.5%. These are the businesses that will have increased shopping. We're putting that together in a very easy, usable list for you. Number 4 recommendation, and this came from our clients. Pulse recently completed the Pulse Training and Certification Program. This is an example. For each step of the sales process and use of the Pulse sales tools, we put together a training video or audio along with training assignments. And so since many of your reps are at home and have a little extra time, this is a unique time to have them get certified, training, enhanced knowledge about their Pulse sales tool and the general sales process with the Pulse training and certification program. So those are our recommendations that I think you will find extremely beneficial given these very unique and challenging times. Next, many of your team members are working from home. Pulse never planned it this way, but fortunately, the tools that we created are all mobile, including the presentation elements like the teaser, the one page, etc. They can be used from home. And over the last roughly 4 or 5 months, we launched the Call Planner program, which is a great tool for 2 things. For the ad reps to organize and prioritize, their calls and also where they stand. The follow through on their, contacts with each one of those businesses. And by the way, we've heard this from our clients, the Call Planner is an exceptionally usable remote management tool to not only see the prospects that each ad rep has, but also what they're doing and where they stand with each one of those prospects. What I'd like to do now, and I know your time is very precious, is go live and take a quick look at some of these Pulse tools that I mentioned just a moment ago, etc. Number 1 is the COVID-19 Business Guide. This is what we have right now. We'll be launching later today, the John Marling, if you will, top 25 to contact. But we've got roughly, 50, 60 businesses here, organized very nicely for you. These are the businesses that Pulse would recommend based upon the research, and also, if you'll notice here, the ones that are bolded are those businesses that, yes, have an increase in shopping, over the next 3 months from the previous. So let's click here on building supply. And what it'll do is it'll bring up for them a list of, in this case, lumber yards. And for those of you who aren't familiar, here's what I suggest they do. They add businesses to their call plan. So let's just click on a couple here, okay? Call plan, for supply call plan. And let me now go up to the call planner up here. And I mentioned a moment ago, for those, ad reps are working from home, this is a really usable tool to organize and prioritize, their targeting their prospecting. Okay, and look at this, as I go through the program, or just mouse over in their call plan. And by the way, when a manager logs in, you will see the call plan for each one of your ad reps, and you will see in real time where they stand. And look at this, how easy it is for an ad rep. They just click on add activity, and then they just put into their call plan what they're doing. They did a phone call. It was, what was the call purpose? A cold call, new business, okay? It was, I said, print and digital presentation. What's the next action step? They want to do a proposal. They click here, and they can add to their calendar, say next Monday, to go back to this particular business, over the phone. They can add it to their Google Calendar, they can put in notes, and then they add their log activity. It's as simple as that. You and as a manager can log in, and for Catherine here, you would see where she stands with each one of her business. They can also put in the sales status. And so the call planner, at this point in time, with many of your team members working from home, can be a great tool for them to organize, prioritize, and specifically target those business categories that we recommend they contact, because of the uplift in COVID-19 shopping, or once again, I want to repeat. I mean this very, very, very seriously. They should absolutely contact every single business they have a relationship with. Friends help friends. They have the information now, the good news, the opportunity. Remember, every single one of these businesses are facing extreme uncertainty, fear because of COVID-19. So that's a quick overview of the call planner. Now, if I might, let me go back here to the dashboard. and go down here to the, well, I just want to do one other thing quickly, if I might. Let's go back to the business guide again, okay? And we'll pick another business category, and let's do financial advisor. Boy, if I was out in the, you know, at paper today, I would contact financial advisors, because I think everybody is aware there's been a lot of volatility in the stock market lately, right? And you've got a lot of, you know, wealthy households that are in your audience. They are looking for additional advice, et cetera. So once again, let's add some financial planners to the call plan. And then let's go back up to our call plan. See how easy it is? And click here. And now let's create a flyer, you know, for a particular business here, in this case, Guts Wealth Advisors. And look how easy that is. You've got them on their call plan. Now this I want to share with you how to work from home, how the Pulse tools can be used from home. They put, you know, they target by those business categories that Pulse recommends. They put them in their call plan, which you, the ad managers, can see. Then they click here on flyer. They pick up their phone. They call the business. You need to put in financial planner here. Okay, change your new financial advisor, and look at this. Right at their fingertips is words to say. Over 1,700 households who in 3 months plan to change or get a new financial advisor. And in addition to that, we've got over 1,600 households who plan to get mutual funds. So there are over 1,500 households who plan to change and manage their financial services, manage investments, over 2,500. But here's what's really cool about this. They pick up the phone, they call, they share the number, the opportunity for the business. Remember, they don't know this. The financial advisor, you know, is facing uncertainty like everybody else, okay? You share the number, but you can email the presentation. All you have to do is just cut and paste the presentation is a web page. Just address of this presentation. We're on the phone. Excuse me, would somebody use their mic? Appreciated. Thank you.
We're going to build that small.
Okay, so we just then paste the email address and put it into the email. Okay? And so let me just repeat. I'm on the phone. You know, oh my gosh, you know, there's so much uncertainty. You know, we've been friends for a long time. We participated in the copying survey, the impact of COVID-19. Ask about financial advisors. Found out that over 1,700 households plan to change or get a new financial advisor. Let me email it over to you. Okay? You just email it over to them. It's as simple as that. And so now, Mike, on the presentation, I want to quickly show you is the Pulse training and certification. On the home, down at the bottom here is the Pulse training and certification. All they have to do is just, by the way, if you'd like us to turn on the certification, let us know. Okay? So let me here.
Yay.
And up to the Pulse training and certification steps. If you will, for each step of the sales process of Pulse tools. And many of people have been a very, very effective use of their time right now. Okay? And in summary, if I might, I want to thank you very much for your business support over all these years. Pulse is doing everything we can to support you. The Pulse 19, once again, I'm going to go back to the presentation here, is absolutely All you have to do is let Pulse know, and we'll set up a unique address for your survey respondents. Can you get your own sample? Absolutely. Pulse will provide you the example email, the example promotion materials, ads, Facebook posts, etc. We're offering a $1,000 incentive to help you get your own sample or get sample within your state, etc. Thank you again for the opportunity to assist and support you. Once again, if you'd like a copy of this deck that I've used this afternoon, just send me an email, marlene@pulseresearch.com. Or if you'd like the recording of our webinar this afternoon, let me know that. Or if you have any suggestions or questions, I'd love to hear from you. We're doing, once again, everything we can to assist and support you to help lessen the impact of COVID-19. Thank you very, very much once again, and most important, I hope you and yours, stay well during this very, very